Look, I don't care if this gets viewed, but you know what? I'm going to say it anyways. Now, look, you're probably wondering, where on earth am I, right, in this case? Why does this sound super weird and all that? It's because I'm in my car, and I was delivering of the dashes of door. Now, I'm going to tell you this. As a side gig, I can see it. But as an actual gig, no. And here's my main reason why I say this. So, like, when I first started, I was kind of nervous. I was like telling my friends, I was like, maybe I should. They're like, go do something. Because, see, like, getting jobs and stuff like that, like right now, it's even a small town like this is especially hard to do. Me with my computer technology and all that stuff that I know and have a literal degree for, can't get it because it's already booked. But back to the story at hand, right? Everybody around here has been like fairly good. You'll probably have like that one occasional grandma that'll tell you some like weird arbitrary mess and then try to put your stars down, but DoorDash knows that baloney. Like, I will say a few things that I'll say that it does good is that, like, if someone hits you over the head like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that, you took like 1,000 years, even though the food literally took 1,000 years to make, like McDonald's or something, and people are literally yelling and swearing. I'm being for real, that actually did happen. They'll like rule that out, like, okay, my B, no harm, no foul. So they'll at least do that. But I will say there are pretty good like methods to, be able to also pay for said DoorDash. It's more like a luxury, I'm gonna be honest, in my opinion, right? Well, ordering, I mean. But I mainly am talking about like you can pay in cash. So you can order whatever you want, like a pizza, whatever, do all that. And then you can pay in cash. And I think it's a really cool system until like today. Well, I'm gonna say today, it was like the other day. I literally got like messed over, right? Essentially what had happened was it was this couple. And the dude was like, yo, I'm gonna pay you $2 in a tip. I'm like, okay, that's kind of dumb. But then I saw it was a cash order, right? I was like, oh snap, let's see what to do. And so the cash order was like, yo, $50. I'm like, word? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, let's get it then. So I go and I get this pizza. It was like a pizza order. I was like four items. It was like just 4 boxes. I was like, bro, $50 for all that? It's kind of crazy. I usually try to meet my quota at least 50 smackaroos, right? Every single day, my 4-hour period that I can actually do this. So I get into it, right? I get the pizza. I get that, bing, bang, boom. Pizza Hut finally decided to, actually be fast and book me out. I get to the place. The lady pulls up. She gets the food. I tell her, where's the money? Like, it's 50 smackaroos. You're going to give me my money. Give me my money. And so I do that, or I ask that, and she doesn't speak English. So I have to do a whole translation thing and speak only a little bit of Spanish. And come to find out, the husband already had paid off the order. But here's the catch. It didn't come over at my end. So whenever he did do, like, when he finished the whole order and all that stuff, literally what had happened was that it had erred on my side. So it's like, yeah, he paid it off with his credit card, but you didn't get it off the thing. So what DoorDash was about to do was about to be like, all right, so if he ain't complying, he dying. He ain't getting that money. He's not getting he's going to get sent to jail because, he basically lied that he was going to give me some money. And so I was sitting here like, nah, we can't have that happen because he already paid it off. So we had to go to customer support and tell them and all that stuff. And I was very happy that he was at least able to, and I'm sorry, there's like a whole ringing thing that was some order, like some Whataburger order. They'll like order, and they'll be living like 2 miles away from here, and they'll pay you like $10 in tip. I'm like, dude, that's like way too excessive. But hey, I mean, be what as it may be. Now, the system is kind of stupid, right? Like the system itself. If you don't, by the way, it did get all solved and resolved and all that. I was very sad that, I wasn't able to get the 50. And in total, I literally got like $10. And then the next day, I literally got like $20. And I was like, bro. So in total, I had like $30. And then just as soon as I had that, my mom and them, like, see, this is why you cannot have this thing as an actual job, because literally my mom was basically saying like, oh, well, you could be an aide and you can do all of this and all that, basically giving me job suggestions. And the thing is this, I don't want to do this full time, right? But I'm not going to be an aide because they get paid dirt, right? It would be nice, to come in a roundabout way, me, and all that, having aides and then, coming back and then helping other people. That'd be nice. But like in the stuff that I would have to do, I don't know if I don't think I'd be able to do it. I don't mean like in a literal sense. I mean like this would not be something I want to actually sit and do for the rest of my life. It's not really kind of my type of thing. I am literally a technology person. What are we doing? Anyway, right? So some orders will be kind of stupid. Like some of them will be like, oh, hey, just go get this item real quick. But they won't tell you how many items it is. So when you get it, it's like 20 items. It's like, bro, my Lord, right? Could you at least tell me what they ordered? So that way I can at least be a little bit more, I don't know, reluctant, more willing to actually accept it. And it's not even just that. Back to that acceptance percentage thing. Sorry that I overglossed this, but I'm gonna talk about it right now. So the acceptance thing is that like it'll show like how much you actually accept of like food or items and stuff, right? And so whenever you're like accepting all this stuff, your percentage will go higher. When you get to 50, that's when it starts giving you like perks and other stuff. It gives you more offers, you're the first person to be seen. But heavens forbid, you don't want to get like $2 and go to like, I don't know, a 5-hour like different trip to South Carolina, right? And then they'll like demote you and degrade you like literally just immediately like that. And it's like, why do that? Literally, why do that in the first place? That's very dumb and stupid. You know what I mean? And so you'll just keep getting the number down, and the number will keep going down and down and down. And because of that, DoorDash will be a lot more like it'll be like, I don't know if this guy probably won't be accepting too many offers, from all these places. So we're not gonna give him constant offers and stuff like that. So you'll just be sitting at like a thing of Starbucks, just sitting here like, bro, what on earth am I supposed to be doing right now? I'm literally just here. Like, what do you want me to do? You know what I mean? And let's go back to that earn by time. Let me tell you about the earn by time. Okay, my bad about kind of glossing over that. I'm trying to, concise all this down to like 10 minutes, right? Earn by time. TLDR, if downtime like this, you'll be able to get $14 an hour. Pretty nice. And that's how they want you to think, right? But here's the thing. Here's the catch. Here's the kicker. The old kick in the boot, right? Just because it's $14 an hour, you have to accept every single offer, every single order, every single chicken bonillas. You got to accept all of them, right? Because you only get like one decline, right? With pay by offer, you get to decline anytime you want to, really, right? And all it does is just nerve down your acceptance rate. It's kind of lame, but like when you're in a small town like this, I mean, there's kind of only so many people that can actually be around here to actually really like, it's kind of do what it kind of do. It kind of messes over the system. But for like, I guess for the time orders, it's like you have to be constantly accepting. It could be like I said, like, it could be somebody in like South Dakota or South Carolina, I meant. You still have to actively accept their order, because if you don't, then the dash ends. It ends. It just ends right then and there. And I'm like, bro, it's kind of dumb. It's kind of redundant. Like, you know what I mean? Like, heavens forbid, I don't want to go travel to some shady neighborhood in like St. Martin Boulevard. People having guns and stuff and gang members. And I feel extremely unsafe in this very heavily, like, you better know what exactly you're trying to get into, or walk wherever you got to walk with a straight determination, because if you're lost, they're going to turn. They're going to try to get you, bro. They're going to get you and get you got. And that's why I'm not trying to have all that, right? So, yeah, I've had some pretty strange interactions. I've had one dude like a Tacos Jalisco's, I mean, I pull up, and then I get the offer, and I get the order, really nice lady inside, really nice lady. They're all cool, right? I'm walking by, and I'm about to go to my car, and it's like this family that just passes by, right? And then this dude starts walking near me, and then he's like, that food pretty good, huh? And I'm like, whoa, because he's like digging in his pocket. I'm like, bro, is this really how I'm going to go out right now? At a Tacos Jalisco's? You can like take me out like at a I don't know, like a Starbucks or like a Papa Chicken. Probably make like a sakura tree. Maybe we have some herbal tea. You know what I mean? Like at least make the scene nice, bro. Like, I'm not saying the scene isn't nice. I'm just saying I'm not a big fan of Mexican food. So like to go out like that would be kind of lame skis, right? But I'll probably push it to the 11-minute mark. So yeah, in conclusion, it's way too many cons to kind of keep it up. As a side job, yes, DoorDash is good, but as a main job, no. It's way too much on gas, way too much on all that. Even with upside and trying to, backtrack with all that, it's not really a good look, chat. It's not really a good look, guys. So, yeah. Overall, I'd pretty much rate it like an open weenie out of 10. And I mean like I don't know, bar Q. I'm talking about like an actual open like weenie pack, you know what I mean? It's good when you eat it cold. I mean, it's good whenever you eat it, right? But then after a while, it just kind of gets old and it gets nasty because, it's all exposed, it's all that. Like a strawberry, you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of gross. But, yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for me. It's like 9:21. I'm going to make sure to upload this whenever I kind of get home. I'm going to make like a thumbnail or something like that. And, then, I mean, yeah. I hope to probably make some more stuff like this. Like, I obviously already said that in another video, but I still really do like talking about like little stuff like this. But yeah, so we have a Discord, if you want to kind of get in there. You're obviously gonna think I'm gonna say the beep boop boop bop boop generic funding, blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's there too. It's gonna be all in the description. All the links are in description. All the links are in description. But yeah, this is gonna be Swag Brothers. Trying to wipe out my windows and definitely try to get something to eat because I'm extremely hungry, but also I don't have like a bunch of money. I'm kidding. Obviously, your brother Swag Bro always is prepared for the worst. Saying to beware and take care.